Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I am Libby and I am back today with another sit down video for you, which is hopefully going to be a helpful one because I'm going to be running you through some of my tips of how to sort of build your CV, gain online experience, make sure you continue to sort of better yourself and you remain a competitive candidate despite the fact that we are not able to go to in-person events, and to take advantage of online opportunities and resources that are available now. So I'm in my second year now, so I'll be looking to apply to sort of vacation schemes and things like that, and be talking you through things that I've sort of done last year and this year online to upskill and enhance my CV. So this video is partnered with LexisNexis. LexisNexis are a global company that provides software designed to give you access to and guidance on the law so that you can be successful in your studies and in the practice of law. You may already be familiar with their legal database called Lexis Library, which basically has all your journal articles, your cases, your legislation on it. So you'll basically be needing it, your essays, your notes, and all of those sorts of things. And if you're a student, you will have access to Lexis Library. So they basically have loads of resources that you'll need for your degree and obviously for your legal career as well. And one of the first ways that I'm going to speak about to enhance your CV and to improve your skills is a certification that they offer. So they offer certifications online that are completely free. They offer a Lexis Library Legal Research certification in Foundation and Advanced, which basically means that you will learn how to use the database properly. So the Foundation certification sort of gives you the understanding of how to use Lexis Library properly and how to use all the little tools and stuff. And I honestly, I've been doing my law degree for over a year now. I still found this foundation certificate really useful. There were loads of little tools that I didn't actually know how to use. For example, there was a tool so you can see how cases were considered in subsequent cases, which is so helpful for essays and things like that. And if I could have done this last year as a first year student, I absolutely would have done, because coming into law can be a little bit overwhelming and you don't necessarily really get taught how to use resources like this. So this would have been so helpful, and regardless of that, it was really helpful for me. And then they also offer a more advanced certification which tests you on more specialised areas of the database. They also have another similar certification for Lexis PSL. Also going to be helpful in your future career because 96 out of the top 100 UK firms use Lexis Library. You will obviously need to be using it in your career, so it's a no-brainer really. The test, you have to use the resources to find the answers, so it's good to use it in real time and actually show that you can practice the skills. And if you don't pass the first time, you can do it again, do it until you pass. When you complete the certification and when you pass, you will get an actual certificate, which I will put somewhere on the screen, which you can post on your LinkedIn, and you can put on your CV that you completed the certification, which shows that you are continuing to develop yourself and that you are competent in using this software. So leading on from this, it's not necessarily something that you would put on your CV, but another way to keep up to date with career stuff and to connect with people and network, because we can't necessarily network in person anymore, would be LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great way to post your achievements and what you've been up to and what sort of things you're interested in, and to keep up to date with firms that you're interested in and different news and sort of things like that, so you can follow hashtags. And it's a great way to sort of connect with people that you might be interested in their work, or follow people or connect with people that you know, find opportunities, see what people are posting about, and keep up to date with all of that. I think I got mine either in sixth form or at the beginning of university, but I started using it properly in university. But you obviously have to remember that it's not like normal social media, you have to be professional in it. It's all about sort of building your personal brand and what you're interested in, and an all-round good thing to start doing if you are coming into law school. And honestly, I don't post as much as I would like to on there, so that's something I'd like to get more into, but it's good to at least sort of start having a look at it, start building your profile. And you can also put all of your work experience on there. So I've got too much work experience and it's not necessarily all relevant to put on my CV, but it means that you can list it all on your LinkedIn. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is online seminars. Online seminars or webinars are a great way of sort of picking up new information and getting some extra knowledge, and especially if you go to smaller seminars, they might be a really good way to ask any burning questions that you have if they're sort of specific to the seminar. So I found a few on LinkedIn. I found one about sort of developing your personal brand, which I found really, really helpful on how to sort of reach out to people, because I was at a a bit of a loss as to how to properly network with people and make meaningful connections, and I learned a lot about that and about sort of like mentor and mentoree relationships, which I found really interesting and helpful. You may also find seminars like this on your university career mailing list, on other mailing lists, on social media sites and things like that, so it is good to keep up with all of these socials. I think I've got Target Jobs as a mailing list, and then just sort of like look out for things to follow. I think I follow the Bright Network and things like that, so opportunities may arise from there. And if you can attend a seminar for free from the comfort of your own home, and even if you only take a couple of things away from each one that you attend, then it seems like a pretty beneficial thing to do. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is quite obvious, which is jobs. So these will obviously enhance your CV because this experience you will obviously be including on your CV. Any work experience is relevant. So for example, if you're working at the student bar for some extra cash like I did last year, you can pop that on your CV because it shows good time management skills and you can work alongside your studies. Obviously you can be looking out for law related sort of jobs as well, so campus reps for law firms and things like that are quite a good way to get your foot in the door or to work alongside a firm and see if you like the sort of firm that they are. And personally, I'm now also on the law review and I am the legal director of 180 Degrees Consulting Exeter branch, and I found these opportunities I think on the law review page or the Law Society page, which I've liked on Facebook and followed on Instagram, so I would highly recommend doing that because obviously opportunities might arise from those pages, so if you're following their socials you won't miss out on them. And even if you don't necessarily get these jobs or take on the job in the end, then I find the application process can be extremely valuable because not only do you have to sort of like update your CV, practice writing cover letters and sort of get familiar with different application processes, but you may also get feedback. You should always ask for feedback if you don't get the job, so you can then know what you need to improve on to take this forward for when you're applying for other jobs and vacation schemes and things like that. Even for the jobs I haven't necessarily got, I have found that the feedback has been really helpful, and it's really helpful for me to know what another application process might look like. And obviously you don't want to take on too much alongside your studies because your studies are very important. It is a very fine balancing art, trying to manage your time effectively between jobs and work, but it will be really useful to build your CV, especially if you can get any sort of legal based experience. So the last thing that I'm going to finish on is sort of an umbrella of virtual open days, virtual experiences, virtual internship and virtual careers fairs and things like that, because I feel like since in-person events can't really take place anymore, a lot of different things have come up that you can do, and all it takes is a little bit of research and looking into things and obviously being on the mailing list, following the socials and all of that to find online events that you can attend. I applied for open days which became virtual over last summer, which are also known as insight schemes or insight days, which are for first years, and then obviously this year, as I've mentioned, I'm applying for vacation schemes which are for second years. And if you can get onto these open days or specific events for a firm that you're interested in, because your applications for vacation schemes and for jobs need to be really tailored to that specific firm that you're applying for, this can really help because you can mention it in your application or you can mention it on your CV if you have any previous experience with the firm and say what you particularly enjoyed or why you think you'll be good for that firm or why they're a good fit for you, because your applications need to be specifically tailored to each firm. So if you've been to a firm's virtual events, if you've attended an open day, if you've networked with them at a career fair, this will give you a massive competitive advantage if you are applying for that firm in the future, because you will have more knowledge about the firm. Also, virtual careers fairs are taking place now, which is basically the same as a real life careers fair would be, so lots of firms come together and you can go and see different firms virtually. So I would definitely recommend going to those. I've signed up for a couple of those myself. And then obviously another thing that I will be doing this year will be applying for vacation schemes, which are slightly longer work experience, and I'm assuming a lot of them will be online. But these things are all things that I've been doing up until now to try and sort of build my CV, grow my knowledge, develop my skills with the view to get these vacation schemes and obviously training contracts in the future. So I really hope that's been helpful. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope you have gained some sort of insight from all of those things. And if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, you know the drill, and I will see you in the next video.